My name is Zena, and I'm 30 years old. At my father's birthday party in Dallas, Texas, my family showed no restraint. Why did she bring that loser husband? My sister hissed loud enough for everyone to hear. Her smirk stung as guests shifted uneasily, whispers piercing like needles. My husband stood calm beside me, but his jaw clenched. I wanted to scream and overturn the table, but I swallowed the anger. They'd always favored her, my sister, the perfect one who never failed. For years, they belittled my art business as worthless, and now this open insult. It wasn't new, but it hurt more tonight. I gripped my glass, faking a smile, aware of what they didn't know. The truth was about to strike hard. Soon, doors would fly open, cameras flashing, revealing all they assumed about me. My mother's forced laugh rang out as my father agreed with my sister's spite. They were clueless about the coming fallout. I'd built my life for years, and tonight, they'd learn who the true failure was. Before I continue, comment your city and the time you're watching. I want to see how far this story spreads. 6 months before that party, the tension boiled over at our apartment. My family buzzed the intercom unexpectedly. I glanced at my husband, who shrugged. "Let them up," I said, stomach twisting. The door opened, and my mother, father, and sister stepped in, eyes scanning the small space like they owned it. My mother sat without asking, folding her hands. "We need to talk about your sister's business." My sister paced near the window, fidgeting. "It's almost ready to launch, but investors pulled out. We need $50,000 from the family fund." I leaned against the counter, arms crossed. "The fund? That's for emergencies, not her latest scheme." My father cleared his throat. "Come on, it's family. You've got connections through your husband, maybe he can pitch in." My husband stayed quiet by the door, watching. I shook my head. "No, my art freelancing barely covers our bills. And you know the fund's rules, it's shared, but you've always funneled it to her." My sister snorted. "Always about you being the victim. This could boost Dad's store too. Don't be selfish." Their words hit like punches, but I kept my voice steady. "Selfish you ditched my gallery show last year for her networking trip. Now you're here demanding money after ignoring my calls." My mother leaned forward. "We came to make amends. That show was a mix-up. We were hurt you didn't invite more clients." Hurt, the word tasted sour. You chose her Hawaii deal over me. Admit it was wrong. My father rubbed his chin. "We support dreams. Hers has potential. Yours, art. It's risky." My sister jumped in, voice sharp. "With your husband's tech gig, introduce us to backers. It's not much." I stood taller. "No introductions, no money. Apologize properly, no excuses." My mother's face tightened. "Think of blood ties." "Not when it's one way," I shot back. My husband moved closer, hand on my arm. My sister rolled her eyes. "Overreacting, as usual. We can fix this." But their pitch exposed the pattern, remorse as a cover for greed. I pulled out my phone, dialing our attorney on speaker. "This ends now." The lawyer answered professionally. "How can I help? Draft a no-contact order for these numbers," I instructed. My mother's eyes widened. "What are you doing?" "Protecting myself," I replied, blocking them as the call ended. They left, stunned, door slamming. That night, my husband held me. "You did right." The quiet lasted weeks, but their choices haunted me, building to that party explosion. The attorney sent the notice next day, warning against harassment. No more visits, just silence. But the real fallout came later, their favoritism biting back in ways I never forced. 1 year prior, the betrayal that sparked it hit during my solo exhibit in downtown Dallas. I'd prepped all night, hanging pieces with spotlights. Excitement buzzed, but anxiety lingered from recent fights. At opening time, I called their hotel. No answer. "They must be running late," I muttered. 30 minutes passed. I texted, no reply. Finally, a message popped up: "Handling your sister's deal. Good luck." My chest tightened. Not just absent, but deliberate, using exhibit funds for her venture. The gallery filled with strangers, but empty spots stung. "Where's your family?" a curator asked. I forced a laugh. "Busy." My husband arrived early, pulling me aside. "I'm here now." His parents joined soon after, his mom hugging me. "We'll stand in if needed," his dad offered. "Proud of your work?" Their warmth eased the ache, turning isolation to resolve. As the night went on, a knock sounded. My aunt entered, box in hand. "Heard about the message, couldn't stay away." My cousin followed, face set. "This crosses lines." They mingled, filling the void. Whispers spread about the secret backer, my husband's quiet support. Then commotion erupted. Doors swung open, reporters rushing in. "Art tycoon's hidden tie." Flashes blinded. Security pushed back, but the leak turned my private night public. My husband squeezed my hand. "Focus on us." Speeches flowed, his toast ringing true. To chosen bonds. Cheers echoed, the absence fading into new strength. 18 months earlier, the fight that led to the ditch erupted during exhibit planning. My husband and I picked a small venue for 50 guests, but my mother called, demanding, "Add 20 more dad's contacts." "Space is limited," I replied from my studio. "These ties could help your sister's sales." The agenda clear: networking over celebration. "This is my event," I said, "not a mixer." My father got on. "You owe us for support." Support, when her gear drained savings. The call dragged, with lists of names I'd never met. "No." I ended firm. Texts followed, pushing changes. My husband saw my frustration over coffee. "They're hijacking it." 2 weeks later, we flew them in. His parents greeted warmly, but my mother's eyes calculated at the house scale. Dinner turned pitch. My father cornered his dad. "Your investments, your sister's retail fits." I cringed. My mother steered to guests. "Those 20 are key." "No," I repeated. She whispered sharp, "Skip if not invited." The threat landed. Next day at walkthrough, she brought extra invites. Handled it. "Stop." I pulled her aside. "My choices." She crossed arms. "You act like we don't matter." The air thickened. "Come or don't." They stormed off. Silence followed their absence, a preview. 2 years back, the engagement that ignited dismissiveness happened on a trail walk. My husband knelt with a simple ring. "Will you?" Tears came. "Yes." Calling home, flat response. Software guy stable. No joy, just probes. Meeting them, cool scrutiny. Art practical. Steering to my sister's plans. The pattern clear, more for her flops than my wins. 4 years prior, our meet at a fair. I spilled paint on him. Laughter sparked. Dates low-key. Slow reveal, his wealth hidden. Wanted real. His parents welcomed. My path meshed. The root in Dallas home, favoritism from childhood. 8 when my sister arrived, the air. My awards overshadowed by her toys. High school wins ignored for her fees. College alone while they refinanced for her. Job mocked. Confrontations tense. Self-reliance armor. Now in 2025, their debts foreclosed the store. Her ventures failed. I thrive with my husband-child coming. Boundaries held. My aunt had shown up at that exhibit with a box, but her real role emerged later. During the reception, as guests mingled, she pulled me aside. "Your parents mean well," she said, voice low. "But the fund's tight. I manage it now, your sister's idea needs priority." I frowned. "The family fund. Why her?" She shrugged. "Business sense. Your art's hobby level." Her words stung, but I let it go, focusing on the night. Little did I know she'd been siphoning it with my sister for months. Back at home, after the exhibit, I checked emails late. One from the bank caught my iFund statement. Balances, low transfers to my sister's account, signed by my aunt. "What the hell?" I muttered. My husband looked over. "Call her." I dialed my aunt immediately. "Explain this." She paused. "It's for the greater good. Your parents approved your sister's retail expansion. Without telling me that's my share too. She sighed. You don't contribute like her. Art freelancing, unstable. Rage built, but I stayed cool. This is theft. Return it. She hung up. I forwarded to our lawyer right away. The next day, my ex-boyfriend texted out of nowhere. Heard about the fun mess. Your aunt bragged to me, said you deserved nothing. He'd dated me briefly before my husband, always jealous. Why tell me? I replied. Karma, they cut you out. Proof attached screenshots of chats between my aunt and my sister plotting to exclude me. Use the fund for my store, she's dead weight. My sister's words glared. I printed them, hands shaking but resolve hardening. Confronting my parents over phone that afternoon. The funds drained for her by my aunt. My mother gasped. Misunderstanding. No evidence here. My father jumped in. Family decisions. You left for Dallas dreams. Dreams you mocked. Silence. My sister grabbed the line. Jealous much, get over it. I ended the call, blocking her. My husband nodded. We fight this legally. The lawyer reviewed docs. Clear embezzlement. Sue if needed. But I held off, letting their web tangle. 3 months later, whispers reached me, my sister's store, struggling debts piling from the borrowed fund. My aunt avoided calls. My ex-boyfriend messaged again. They're panicking, want to meet. I ignored but saved it. The pattern deepened, favoritism turning criminal. I dug deeper, requesting full bank records. More transfers surfaced, small amounts over years, all to her ventures. Aunt's signature everywhere. How long? I asked the lawyer. At least 5 years. Shock hit, but I channeled it. Build the case. My husband supported through nights of poring over papers. They betrayed you. Yes, but I'll expose it. Plans formed quietly, gathering witnesses, including old family friends who'd seen the bias. One emailed. Saw your aunt and sister at a meeting, fun talk. Attachment photo of them with documents. Pieces fit. Tension peaked when my mother called from a new number. Let's talk. Mistakes happened. Too late, I said. Evidence speaks. She pleaded. For family. I hung up. Emotions cooled to ice, preparing revenge through truth. Flash forward to the party. Midway through toasts, my phone buzzed, an email from the lawyer. Case ready, fund fraud confirmed. I stepped to the bathroom, reading details, my aunt's confession under pressure, implicating my parents and sister. They directed transfers. Proof solid. Heart pounding, I returned to the room. My sister was boasting to guests. My new branch opened soon, family-backed. Lie exposed. I gripped the evidence, cold fury rising. No more hurt, just strategy. The reveal was imminent. My ex-boyfriend arrived, uninvited, face smug. He cornered me near the cake. Time to spill. Before I could respond, he raised his voice. Everyone listen, they've been stealing from her, the family fund. Guests turned. My mother paled. Not here. But he waved Prince. See for yourselves. Chaos stirred. My father barked. Out. Yet whispers spread. I stood silent, letting it unfold. Pain shifted to control. This was the turning point, preparing for the full blow. Security escorted him, but damage done. My husband whispered, Your call now. I nodded, emotions locked. The doors would open soon, truth exploding beyond this. Guests murmured, eyes on me. My sister glared. You set this up. No denial needed. The setup was theirs, years of cuts. I turned away, ready. My sister's glare intensified as security dragged my ex-boyfriend out. Guests buzzed, phones out, recording the mess. I stood firm, evidence folder in hand from the lawyer's email. This isn't over, my sister snapped, stepping closer. You ruined Dad's party with lies. Lies, I countered coolly. The fund transfers prove everything. My father pushed through the crowd. Enough. Take this outside. But before anyone moved, the main doors slammed open. Reporters flooded in, microphones thrusting, cameras rolling. Art mogul's secret life exposed, one shouted. Victor Hale billionaire backer married low-key flashbulbs popped lighting the room. Guests gasped, turning to my husband. He remained composed, but the secret was out, his hidden empire in art investments, billions built quietly. Is it true? A reporter yelled at him. You funded her exhibits anonymously. He nodded once. Yes, to support real talent. The focus shifted to me. And the family fraud fund embezzlement, another pressed, waving a tablet with leaked docs. How my ex must have tipped them before arriving. Chaos peaked. My mother clutched her necklace. This can't be. My sister's face drained. You! He's rich. All this time I faced them, voice steady but sharp. You called him a loser, me worthless. Ditched my events for her schemes. Stole my share of the fund. Now look, the truth hits back. My father stammered. We didn't know about him. Doesn't matter, I shot back. You chose favoritism over family. Reporters swarmed my parents. Comment on the theft allegations. My aunt, who'd slinked in earlier, tried to slip away, but a camera caught her. You managed the fund. Any response to the fraud claims? She froze. No comment. My sister lunged forward. This is your revenge setting us up. No, I said flatly. Your greed did that. Years of cuts, lies, exclusions. I built without you. Guests murmured approvals, some clapping. My husband stepped up. She's right. Time to own it. My father's shoulders slumped. We were wrong. Let's talk privately. Too late, I replied. The world sees now. Reporters kept pushing. Details on the fund drained 50,000 to her store. My sister yelled, Shut up, it's private. But prints circulated screenshots from my ex's bombshell. Security struggled to contain the horde. One reporter cornered my aunt. You signed the transfers, collusion. She babbled. It was for the business. Admissions poured. My mother teared up, but I felt no pity, only closure. You thought I'd stay silent forever? I said to them all. Wrong. The room pulsed with tension, phones dinging with notification story going viral. My father grabbed my arm. Please stop this. I pulled away. You started it. Live with the fallout. As reporters herded back, the damage lingered. My sister hissed. You'll regret this. Doubt it. I fired back. Whispers turned to stares. Our family's facade shattered. My husband whispered, Proud of you. Emotions surged from controlled anger to quiet triumph. This confrontation sealed it, no turning back. The party dissolved into clusters, guests debating the reveal. My parents huddled with my aunt, faces ashen. How do we fix this? My mother asked aloud. You can't, a guest nearby said. I walked past, head high. The payback wasn't planned, but it felt just. Their world crumbled under the lights they craved for her. Reporters lingered outside, but inside silence fell heavy. My father approached again. We apologize. Truly. Words mean nothing now, I said. Actions showed who you are. My sister crossed arms. Fine, you win. Happy. Not about winning, I replied. About truth. Twist came when a reporter re-entered briefly. Breaking fund investigation launched, tips confirmed embezzlement. My aunt gasped. Who tipped eyes on me? But I shrugged. My ex's parting gift, perhaps. Confrontation escalated as my sister pointed. You leaked it. Assume what you want, I said. Your choices leaked themselves. My father sighed. We prioritized wrong. Admission late but satisfying. Guests filed out, scandal fresh. I gathered my things ready to leave. This blowout marked the end, their betrayal fully faced. My husband linked arms. Let's go. Outside, flashes continued, but I felt free. The night's drama peaked, setting their downfall in motion. Calls flooded my phone, friends, colleagues offering support. One from a business contact. Heard the news. Want to partner on your art line. Opportunities surged from the exposure. Meanwhile, my family's phones rang with questions they couldn't dodge. Days after headlines blared, family fraud at birthday bash, tycoon husband reveals all. Their store faced audits, debts called in. My aunt lawyered up, but evidence mounted. I watched from afar, no involvement needed. Revenge through truth, clean final. Weeks later, audits hit their store hard. Debts surfaced, hundreds of thousands owed from my sister's failed expansions, all tied to the fund misuses. My aunt faced charges for embezzlement, her confession cracking under investigation pressure. I followed orders. She claimed in court docs I read online. My parents lost the house to foreclosure, equity gone from refinancing her ventures. My sister filed bankruptcy, her golden business shuttered overnight. Calls came begging. My mother, first voice cracking over voicemail. Help us. We're family. I deleted it. My father texted. Meet, we regret everything. No reply. My sister emailed threats. You'll pay for ruining us. I forwarded to the lawyer harassment added to their pile. Opportunities poured in for me. Galleries called for shows backed by my husband's network, now public. Your story inspires, one curator said. Partnerships formed my art line, launching with investors. We bought a bigger place, prepping for our baby. No more scraping by security earned through grit. My husband grinned over breakfast. They never saw you. Their loss, I replied. Friends rallied, old ones resurfacing. Knew you'd rise, one messaged. The scandal faded from headlines, but their lives stayed wrecked. My aunt disowned by relatives isolated. My ex-boyfriend vanished after his stunt backfired, reporters turned on him for leaks. Months passed, no contact enforced. Their attempts stopped reality sinking. I thrived, boundaries ironclad. One final email from my father. Sorry for the pain, can we rebuild? I archived it. Forgiveness. Maybe someday, but not now. Their downfall complete, mine avoided through cuts early. Lawsuits wrapped, fund remnants awarded to me, small but symbolic. I donated half to art scholarships, turning poison to purpose. My sister tried social media rants, but backlash buried her. Fake victim, comments read. My parents moved to a small apartment, jobs lost from reputation hit. Relatives distanced, whispers of karma circling. Daily life shifted positive. Mornings with sketches, afternoons with clients. My husband handled deals, our team growing. Baby kicks reminded new chapter, free of old chains. Occasional news updates, my aunt's plea deal, probation. My sister's relocation, starting over, broke. My father's health dip from stress, but no outreach from me. Guilt flickered once, but logic won. They chose this path. Reflecting the explosion forced growth. I built resilience, solo now shared. No regrets on silence broken. The lesson clear, betrayal erodes, but truth rebuilds stronger. For anyone facing family greed, speak up early. Cut toxic roots before they strangle. Value self-worth over blood obligations. It saves years of hurt. More reflections. Favoritism blinds, parents miss real talent, chasing illusions. My sister's potential crashed, my risky art soared. Warning, don't enable enablers, my aunt's role cost her freedom. Choose equity or lose all. Thanks for sticking with my story. If it hit home, subscribe for more. Comment below. What would you do? Share to help others. Years later, reflections deepened as life stabilized. My art empire expanded globally, exhibits in major cities drawing crowds. Partnerships with top galleries netted millions, all from that initial exposure. My husband managed investments, our family, growing with 2 kids now balanced, no bias. We did it our way, he said during a quiet dinner. Yeah, without the drama, I replied. Old wounds scarred over, but reminders popped up. A news clip, my sister's arrest for fraud in a new scheme. Old habits? I muttered, changing channels. My parents, in assisted living, paid by state aid, sent occasional cards. Miss you, one read. One, I filed it away, no response. My aunt served, time released, broke and alone. Relatives who'd sided with them distanced further, some reaching out to me. Sorry we didn't see, an uncle texted. Too late, I answered briefly. Success brought interviews. How'd you overcome betrayal? A podcaster asked. By cutting ties and building new, I said. Stories shared inspired others, emails flooded with similar tales. Your experience saved me, one wrote. I started a foundation funding artists from toxic homes. Donations poured, turning pain to impact. My sister tried contacting through lawyers. Share the wealth, family. Earn it. My reply via attorney. No more. My father passed quietly, obituary noting regrets. I attended the funeral from afar, emotions mixed but detached. Peace, my husband whispered. Closure came. Daily routines solidified freedom. Mornings teaching kids creativity, afternoons innovating designs. Evenings with chosen circle, his family, true friends. No holidays with blood relatives. Ours better. Twist when my ex resurfaced online apologizing. I was wrong. Blocked him. Growth, evident guilt gone, replaced by pride. The explosion's ripple lawsuit settled in my favor. Full restitution received. Invested wisely, securing futures. Extended networks formed, mentors from the art world guiding expansions. Your resilience shines, one said in a meeting. Collaborations with brands boosted visibility, revenues soaring. Kids asked about the past. Lessons in strength. I told them. No details spared, age-appropriate warnings. My husband's business merged with mine, synergy perfect. Partners in all, he joked. Laughter filled home, contrast to old tensions. Occasional echoes, my mother called from a payphone. Forgive us. Moved on, I said, hanging up. Strength grew from such moments. Community events hosted, sharing platforms for survivors. Speak your truth, I advised crowds. Responses, overwhelming, support groups spawned. Personal milestones, awards for innovation, speeches on empowerment. Betrayal fuels fire, I declared on stage. Applause echoed. Book deals came, memoir outlining the journey, bestseller status. Raw and real, reviewers noted. Royalties funded more causes. Travel for exhibits, sharing message worldwide. Don't let family define you, I told audiences. Q&A sessions revealed common threads, many nodding in recognition. One attendee approached. Your story gave me courage to leave. Impact multiplied. Long-term effects on them, my sister rehabbed, but jobs evaded her due to record. My aunt volunteered, seeking redemption. My mother's letters turned reflective. We failed you. Read, but unanswered. Legacy shifted, my kids' new values of equity. Treat all fair, I taught. No favoritism here. Deeper lesson. Toxic families teach independence harshly but valuably. Prioritize self over forced loyalty. Spot red flags, early favoritism, theft dismissals. Build boundaries like walls. They protect dreams. For listeners, if facing this document, everything, seek legal help fast. Don't endure silently. Truth liberates. It did for me. Expand favoritism. Blinds judgment, leading to ruins. My sister's path crashed because of enabling. Mine rose from self-reliance. Worn emotional manipulation masks greed, question motives always. Healthy families celebrate all, not one. If yours doesn't, create your own. Saves sanity, opens doors. Additional forgiveness is choice, not obligation. I chose peace over reconciliation. Empowers healing. Thanks again for hearing my journey. Subscribe if inspired. Comment your stories, what lessons learned. Like and share to spread awareness. Let's build better together. Final call. Join the conversation below.